to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about how not to get hurt on the Camino. So you might be watching this video to try and avoid common injuries that do occur, and it doesn't matter what age you are because I've seen the Camino take a toll on people as young as 18 to as old as 60 plus. So this is a video for everyone. It does not matter your age. The Camino does not discriminate. If you don't take the proper precautions and you don't take care of yourself before and after and during the Camino, it's going to make or break it, and you want to enjoy it. This is your time to really be about yourself, be about the community, be about, walking the entire way or walking whatever section. So without further ado, let's get into the video. I don't know what that was. So the first tip that I have to avoid any injuries overall, whether it's your feet, knees, back, is just carry less stuff. You don't need a lot of stuff on this walk, on this particular trek, so you don't have to be bringing a tent. You don't have to bring a lot of things that you would if you were going into the backcountry if you needed to camp. So you're going to be stopping along the way to resupply. You'll have lunch, you'll have dinner in towns. You don't have to account for that. Yeah, you do want to plan a little bit ahead, maybe in the morning, see where you're going to be at, see what towns you're going through, because one of the worst things is getting halfway between a town and the town you just left and being like absolutely hungry and knowing, okay, this town is going to be a couple miles away. So you definitely want to make sure that you're going to have snacks on long stretches. Make sure you have water or juices or something to keep you going until the next town. But this will definitely avoid major injuries to your feet, to your knees, to your back. If you're carrying less weight, it's less pressure on your joints. The people that I saw with super heavy packs, it didn't matter if they were young or they were older or any type of particular age, their feet were torn up with blisters because you're putting so much pressure on your feet when you're carrying, 15 extra pounds that you really don't need. So why suffer when you can be enjoying your walk with less stuff? I think it definitely makes a difference. Now, if you are on the Camino and still have to work, so you have to bring a laptop or heavy equipment or something to get that job done, I would recommend possibly sending a separate bag with your heavier stuff ahead, just to make your walk a bit more enjoyable. I didn't have that much stuff. I actually made a video of what I did bring in my Camino de Santiago 2018 packing list. I did it very, very light, so if you want kind of a reference, I was probably maybe out of what I did see with the least amount of stuff, and my friend, we did barely take anything. I know towards the end a lot of people had lighter stuff because they were sending stuff home. That's one thing to remember. Just do it for your body, especially women. It's not good for your hips either. I know there was one day where my hips were killing me, and my friend, he had sent his bag ahead, but he did carry mine for a little bit, and it made such a difference not having a bag. So I know even just that small amount of weight was still affecting me. It was only one day and it was a very long day, so that's not going to be every day for you guys. Just remember that if you're bringing little stuff, don't let that scare you. Also, I've had 2 knee surgeries and I did it the entire way without having a single problem with my knees, and I have problems back here with my knees if I work out too often, if I do running, if I do go for a run, if I do go for a run and anything high impact. So I know carrying less stuff definitely had some kind of way for me to enjoy the Camino, because I was very scared about having my knees hurting, and they didn't at all through the entire time. So that was one good thing that I avoided by carrying less stuff. Okay, another second common injury is definitely blisters. So blisters are going to be a hot topic on your Camino. People are going to be comparing different methods of blister removal or whatever, and sizes, shapes, what locations. It is a part of the Camino. It is a part of walking any long distance. But if you do it right, you don't have to be taking part in that conversation. You can just listen. You don't have to, be sharing any blisters because you don't have any. So my biggest tip is break in your shoes before you go. That was one rookie mistake that I made. I didn't break them in. They were a stiffer kind of shoe. It was one of the biggest mistakes that I regret, that I had a blister from day one through the Pyrenees, and that one lasted me about a week and a half, and because it got infected. And then I walked in a friend's pair of sandals, which I ended up getting another blister on my pinky toe that was massive, that I had the entire rest of the way, which ended up causing me to walk a little bit funny on my foot, which started to cause a bit of tendinitis and inflammation. So once I took care of that, I was pretty much fine. Bandage it up. Compeed will be your best friend. It's everything. Everyone talks about it. It'll be in all the pharmacies. And its own little stand, you'll see it. It's not hard to find. So definitely take care of any hot spots, any places that you see from the very beginning that are starting to rub raw or anything. Put a Compeed on it, slap a Compeed on there, and not a regular Band-Aid, because those, when you sweat, will rub off. That's what I tried to do the first day. It did not work that well. And the proper pair of socks. So you want something that's not going to hold the moisture, that's going to be moisture wicking, or, keep your feet warm, but also breathable depending on when you're walking. Especially in May, I would recommend like a good pair of wool blend socks or a pair of Darn Toughs. Those work perfect for me. I talk about them in my packing list, so yeah, definitely take care of your feet, whichever way works best for you, because everybody is different. If I took care of my feet, I would have had no problem walking the entire way. Please just take care of your feet. It will definitely make your Camino that much easier if you're not suffering from blisters, because you want to think about other things besides just, oh my goodness, this blister is killing me, when can I sit down? You want to enjoy the scenery. You want to enjoy, the walking experience. Don't let every step be in pain. My next tip is take it slow. Go at your own pace. You don't need to be rushing it. You don't want to rush it. So what if some other person is going twice as fast as you? It might be their first day. It might be their second day. Take it easy on your first day. We're fine. We took it slow. We took pictures, had a nice lunch, all that on our first couple days. And I saw people really pushing it, and they got really hurt. So they hurt their knees. They got shin splints because they were trying to do like 40, 50 kilometers. Thought they were in shape, but it's a different kind of endurance. You're in it for the long run, and unless you have long distance hiking experience before, I would recommend just taking your time. Know your body, listen to your body. If it's screaming at you, just stop. There's more important things, like your health, come before, trying to beat someone or make it somewhere in a specific amount of time, because there are other options. I mean, you can bus ahead. I don't recommend it in the spirit of the Camino, but your health does come first, and if you only have a certain amount of time, there's no reason for you to go on the Camino and come back with a lifetime of knee problems or ankle problems or foot problems just because you had to make it in a certain amount of time. So take it slow, take it steady. Again, it does not matter your age, because I've seen people in their 20s get shin splints because they tried to walk 50, 60 kilometers or however 30-something miles on the first day and ended up really hurting themselves and limping and having to take more time off just to recover from those injuries. So, yeah, you definitely don't need to rush it. That's one major way to avoid a common injury. And then one of my last tips is make sure all your gear fits and works before you go. So that means shoes, backpack. Make sure your backpack is sized to your back. It doesn't want to be hurting your back or your hips. Make sure you get your torso measured at whatever REI store, or I got mine on Amazon and I just made sure my measurements were good with the Osprey pack I was ordering. I'm quite tall and I have a long torso, so I ordered mine on Amazon. It was the Osprey Tempest 20, which I talked about before. Osprey Tempest 20. Make sure everything's the right size. Your feet, you want to size up in trail running shoes because your feet are going to swell and grow probably by the end of the time, so you want it to be comfortable. Make sure your shoe is broken in before you go so you avoid blisters. Make sure you have the proper gear because that is what you're going to be walking with for however long, whether that's a week, a few days, a month, 2 months. It's going to be with you every single day, so you want to make sure you are getting the right size and it's comfortable to avoid any kind of injury that it might cause. I hope you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe if you want to see more videos. It really helps my channel. This is what I love talking about. I want to make your guys' Camino as enjoyable as possible. I like hearing about your experiences, so leave a comment. I love to comment back. Thanks to you guys for watching. If you guys want to see some pictures, my Instagram accounts are linked below. And yeah, have a beautiful day.